Christmas Eve. Snow falling slow. Fireplace glowing inside. Perfect family picture. Until a mother looks at her own daughter and says, "You're not on the list." And just like that, Christmas dies on the porch. Victoria stood outside the massive lakeside lodge near Lake Geneva, snow crunching under her boots while warm golden light spilled from the windows and laughter echoed from inside. The door opened halfway. Her mom looked her up and down. "Oh, you actually came." Victoria frowned. "Yeah, Grandma invited us." A pause. Cold eyes. "We're at capacity." Victoria exhaled. "It's a house, not a nightclub. Guest list is full. You should have confirmed earlier. It's Christmas Eve." And her mother's voice sharpened. "Not everything revolves around you, Victoria." That one hit deep. Alex squeezed her hand tighter. "Mom, can we still give Grandma her present?" Victoria swallowed. "We'll see, buddy." Her mom folded her arms. "Don't make this dramatic. Just go home." "Did Grandma say that?" Victoria asked quietly. Her mom's jaw tightened. "I'm saying it." The door slammed, the latch clicking loud in the freezing air. Alex's voice trembled. "Did I do something wrong?" Victoria knelt in the snow, brushing flakes from his coat. "No. Sometimes people close doors because they're scared of what's behind them." She picked him up and walked back to the car, pride louder than pain. For years she tried to earn her place, paid her own tuition while Ethan burned family money chasing big opportunities, built her event planning business from scratch while her parents called him the future of the family. Every Christmas she showed up early, stayed late, smiled through backhanded compliments, and still somehow ended up the extra chair nobody needed. She buckled Alex in. "We're good. We don't need fake Christmas energy." She started the engine and drove down the long pine driveway, headlights slicing through the dark. 10 minutes later her phone rang. "Grandma Monica." Grandma didn't answer immediately. She just looked around the room slowly, taking everything in, then said calmly, "Before anyone touches that turkey, I have a question." The room went still. Her daughter forced a laugh. "Mom, can we not do this right now?" Grandma's eyes didn't move from her face. "You told Victoria there was no room. On whose authority?" Her mother's smile twitched. "It was just a misunderstanding." "Interesting," Grandma replied evenly, "because I don't remember misunderstanding my own guest list." Victoria stood near the door, heart pounding but face steady. Ethan sighed loudly. "Grandma, it's Christmas. Why are we making this awkward?" Grandma turned toward him slowly. "If truth makes you uncomfortable, that's not my fault." A few guests exchanged uneasy glances. Victoria's father stepped forward. "Mom, let's talk privately." "No," Grandma said firmly. "It was done publicly. It will be corrected publicly." Silence pressed against the walls. Grandma folded her hands behind her back. "So I'll ask again. Who decided my granddaughter and her son were not welcome?" Her daughter's voice dropped. "I was trying to keep things under control." "Control what?" Grandma asked sharply. "The seating? Or something else?" Victoria felt that shift again, that sense this wasn't about chairs or space. Ethan looked away. Her father cleared his throat too quickly. Grandma noticed. She always noticed. Her gaze hardened just a fraction. "Before we sit down," she said slowly, "there's one more thing we need to check." Victoria's boots crunched in the snow as she approached the glowing lodge, Alex clutching her hand tight. The door opened halfway, her mom's eyes narrowing, scanning them like intruders, but Victoria didn't flinch. Years of overlooked efforts and side glances had led to this moment. Ethan whispered, "We got this." But it wasn't just confidence, this was about truth. Inside, whispers sharpened, eyes following Grandma Monica's gaze, cutting like a knife, reading everything unspoken. Memories slammed in. Early arrivals, late departures, grinding tuition, building her business while Ethan floated through favoritism. Grandma stepped forward, deliberate. "Who decided my granddaughter and her kid weren't welcome?" Her mom flinched. Victoria held steady. Ethan leaned in. "We're just getting started." Grandma lifted a finger. "Actions speak louder than words." Tonight, truth sits at the head of this table. Murmurs died. Victoria whispered to Alex, "Stick with me, buddy. We're owning this." Snow outside reflected chandelier light, each flake punctuation to tension. She scanned the guests' micro-expressions sharp, guilt, panic, superiority, all feeding the storm. Her mom's smugness cracked under the weight of presence. Ethan stayed close, anchor of calm, but Victoria carried authority. A subtle twist revealed itself. Her mom's control was fear hidden under etiquette, and Victoria claimed it silently. Guests shifted uneasily. She finally spoke steady. "We're not here to make anyone comfortable. We're here to be seen. Full stop." Grandma's approving smirk confirmed understanding. Alex shifted, trusting completely. Snow synchronized with room energy. The lodge felt alive. Every glance, every twitch, layered meaning into a cinematic crescendo. Christmas Eve transformed, gifts and appearances secondary. Victoria and Alex were central, unstoppable. Every reaction amplified suspense. Snow fell heavier, golden light reflecting cinematic tension. Victoria anchored herself, authority radiating, every motion amplifying drama. Guests understood. They witnessed a reclamation of space, assertion of truth, subtle but unstoppable. Victoria's heart thumped as she scanned the room, the tension practically vibrating in the air. Every guest shifted, eyes darting, whispers stifled under the weight of Grandma Monica's gaze. Ethan stayed close, quiet but steady, while Alex clung to Victoria's side, sensing the electricity, small but fearless. The snow outside glittered against the windows, framing the lodge in a cinematic glow. Victoria's mom tried to mask discomfort, but every twitch betrayed her, her control slipping like ice underfoot. Victoria leaned in slightly, voice calm but sharp. "This isn't about comfort. It's about truth. And it's here whether you like it or not." Murmurs rippled, the atmosphere thick with suspense, every eye caught between fear and curiosity. Grandma's approving nod was subtle but powerful, the kind that told everyone this night was no ordinary Christmas. Victoria exhaled slowly, letting authority radiate, every glance, every motion reinforcing that they were central, unstoppable, and the room would bend to truth tonight. Victoria shifted slightly, letting her presence fill the room, every micro-expression, every subtle twitch feeding the cinematic tension. Ethan stayed close, a quiet anchor, while Alex peeked up at her, trust shining in his eyes. The guests were trapped in the rhythm of anticipation, each shuffle, each cough, each glance amplifying the suspense. Victoria's mom tried to regain composure, but the air had shifted. Control had quietly moved into Victoria's hands. She whispered to Alex, "Stay close, we're taking this home." Snowflakes glimmered outside like frozen sparks, framing the drama inside. Victoria's voice cut through the murmurs. "Tonight, nothing is hidden. Everyone sees. Everyone answers." A ripple of realization passed over the room. Truth was now unavoidable. The lodge felt alive, every heartbeat, every glance, every subtle movement part of the unfolding story. Victoria exhaled, authority radiating, every motion commanding respect, turning what was meant to be a simple Christmas Eve into a night of reckoning, revelation, and quiet, unstoppable power. Victoria's gaze swept the room, sharp and unyielding, catching every twitch, every hesitant glance. The tension had thickened, wrapping around the lodge like fog, every breath feeling heavier, charged. Ethan remained her silent anchor, Alex leaning into her side, sensing the authority and strength radiating from her. Guests shifted uncomfortably, realizing the dynamics had shifted. Victoria's presence commanded the room. Her mom's attempts at control faltered, subtle cracks appearing in her composed mask. Victoria leaned closer to Alex, whispering, "Eyes open, buddy. This is our night." Outside, snowflakes sparkled against the window panes, golden light reflecting like punctuation marks, highlighting the cinematic scene. Every subtle movement, every micro-expression, every breath contributed to the building tension. Victoria's voice cut through, calm but sharp. "Nothing stays hidden tonight. Everyone sees. Everyone answers." The lodge seemed alive, each heartbeat, each shuffle, each whisper part of a silent, unavoidable story. Victoria took a deep breath, letting authority radiate. Every eye locked on her. Every movement amplified tension. Ethan stayed silent but steady, Alex clinging to her side, small yet fearless. Her mom's facade cracked completely now, subtle trembles betraying control lost. Victoria's gaze swept the room, scanning micro-expressions, fear, guilt, curiosity, each feeding the cinematic climax. "Tonight," she said, voice sharp, "truth decides. No hiding. No pretending." Gasps and murmurs moved like waves. Even Grandma Monica's nod amplified gravity. A pause. Then, in a twist nobody saw coming, Victoria revealed the plan she'd quietly orchestrated. The seating, the gift distribution, the subtle exposures, all calculated to flip the power quietly, irreversibly. Shock registered on faces, the lodge thick with revelation. She exhaled slowly, whispering to Alex, "We did it, buddy." The storm of emotion settled, tension met relief, and the night transformed. Christmas Eve had become a story of reclamation, quiet victory, and unstoppable presence. Victoria had turned exclusion into dominance, fear into awe, and the final word was hers. Unquestioned, unforgettable, cinematic.